I am now a quarter. I recently-ish turned 25, and these are thoughts on turning 25. So boring. No, this is kind of just going to be the usual mental diarrhea. If you're along for the ride, grab a drink, sit down, put your feet up. We're gonna rap. And by rap, I mean we're not gonna rap. We're in fact going to watch me talk about nothing. Hopefully this will be a quickie. But a friend of mine who's only a few years older than I am, recently, before my birthday, she had actually been asking me, well, aren't you going through your quarter life crisis? Doesn't it bother you that you're almost 25? And a couple of my other friends were giving me shit like, oh, you're almost 30 now, you're that much closer to 30. And to which my response was predominantly, isn't that the point? Not saying, is that the point to life? We're not going that far. But generally speaking, within our society, the conclusive thought is that the higher the numeric value of your age, the better. Even though it kind of almost seems backwards, because when you get up that high, you can feel your body dying around you. The accelerated rate of decrepitude really stands out. But, you know what, whatever, we all live how we live. But I think the reason that we do focus so much on, oh, she's 90, goddamn, good job, is because A, the world is a terrifying, horrible place sometimes. Mostly because we make it so. It's us. It's not just some cosmic, well, okay, maybe it's cosmic intervention. I don't feel that I'm an authority on that. I also don't feel that you're an authority on that. We can talk about it, but that's not the point of this video. So, save it for another day, maybe. Because it'll come. Don't worry. I got thoughts. They're not good thoughts, but I got them. But, at any rate, so for the most part, my reaction was, well, aren't you supposed to hit 30? And I was honestly okay. I was not too worried about it. And then, kind of out of the blue, that first friend who had said, well, aren't you going through that quarter life crisis? The friend did. The friend is still going through it. But that's because the friend can't sit still. So it doesn't really matter how old she is. But all of a sudden, that seed of doubt was planted, and for a couple of days, I kind of got stuck. And I kind of got down on myself. I didn't go down on myself, though. I'm not that flexible. Trust me. But just kidding. But no, I started to analyze the fact that at 25, the archetype that's set up for me, a white American female, from a rural community, what's expected of me so far at this point is as follows. I should have A, graduated from college, though I'm from a rural community, so a community college is an acceptable substitution, but I should have graduated from something. I should be engaged or married. I should have or be on the way to having at least one child, if not two. I should be the co-signer on a mortgage and a new car, and should have probably gotten a big girl job at some point, unless I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom. Subsequently, I should probably be approximately $600,000 in debt at this point in my life, and all at the age of 25. And because I'm from Wisconsin, should probably be close to alcoholism. But that's because we come out drinking. But anyway, I am none of these, and I'm fine with that. And I say that because there are a lot of friends of mine who are the same age or have already gone through this, whatever. We're in the same group, But they genuinely hold up this completely fake archetype. They try to live their lives within its parameters, which it's fine if that's what you actually want. But, it doesn't matter if it's 25, doesn't matter if it's 35, doesn't matter if it's 85. This is not applicable to every single human being. Because how an individual celebrates a year or lives a point in their life is specific to that individual. Not every 30-year-old I know does the same shit. I know 30-year-olds who are way more immature than I am, and I know 13-year-olds that are more mature than the oldest people I know. It is crazy. It's crazy shit. But, and I really started to think, and I'm not the first person to have this thought, I know, but I don't think it matters. Why does it matter? Who cares how old you are? If you genuinely want these things, sit down and analyze why. Why do you want them? Do you want them because you think people will judge you if you don't have them? You probably don't want them then. What you want is acceptance within a specific community. Find another way to get it. This way is expensive and difficult and frustrating and costs so much of your life. And if you're wrong, if you find out that, this isn't what I wanted at all, you've already invested so much into it. It's not worth it. Just sit down and analyze. Why do you want the things you want? Well, I want them because. Okay? From because. I know it sounds like homework. But if it helps you live a happier life, go for it. And I say that because I do sincerely have friends who are flipping out because they're older than I am, and they don't have these things. And they really thought, well, shit, by the time I was 22, I figured I'd be married and have a kid coming. Okay, why did you think that? Well, because I'm supposed to. Well, what else did you think you were going to do? Well, I thought I'd be coaching Pee Wee football, and blah, 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 and da-da-da. It's this big, long list, but none of it sounds like anything you want. Did you want these things? And why did you want them? Because you just got done telling me 20 minutes ago that you hate kids, and you haven't yet met a woman that you feel like you can connect to. So, why did you want to have kids again? But yeah, we sit there and we put so much emphasis on how others will perceive us based on these completely bogus things. And there's the other side to it is, if you didn't do these things, then you must have, without a shadow of a doubt, done these things. If you're not married, you didn't graduate, all this stuff, then you're clearly the moocher couch potato who does not contribute to their family, but you live at home with your parents, you're a loser, you're a creep, you're going bald, you're overweight, you've got acne, you're probably a pedophile, it's this big long list of bullshit. And it's completely transcends any age group, but it seems to kind of start with my age group. And it just gets worse the older you get. But it's so stupid, because how many people do you know that actually, honest to goodness, live one of these lifestyles? In the way that it's written, in the original text. Probably not that many. There are stereotypes in the world who exist. There are the ones who do honestly become the personification of these complete fallacies, but they're the minority. The majority of us are just doing our own thing. We're all snowflakes. We're all wonderful little individuals. And subsequently, we all live our own fucking life. So, forgive me if I don't flip my shit about turning 25 and having not accomplished these things. I didn't want to accomplish these things. I didn't graduate because I wasn't doing what I wanted to be doing. I don't fully know what I want to be doing yet, so I haven't gone back to school yet. I'm not married, not interested in it. Don't have kids, I don't fucking need to have kids. All of you people in my life keep reproducing so much. Oh, my goodness. But yeah, and the debt, that went right along with the not graduating. Didn't really want to have to be X amount in debt the rest of my life. Before I even started. And the grown-up job? I'm not a grown-up. Why should I have a grown-up job? I'm getting there, though. The word manager is almost fully on my resume. It's pretty impressive. But yeah. So yeah, anyway. What are your thoughts? All one of you who might be watching. When you hit the different milestones in your life, did you feel like you were hitting, did it feel like the way it was supposed to go down? Like your Sweet 16, did that go down the way it does in the movies? Your 21st birthday? Shit, my 21st birthday, I had to go to work at 5 a.m. and was at the time, hosting my home to a complete asshole. So I was making him dinner. This wasn't somebody I was dating, by the way. This isn't that bad of a story. Just a house guest who I was making him dinner at 11 o'clock at night, and I had to go to work at 5 a.m. the next morning. So 21st did not happen that way. Did not happen the typical way. And the only thing that came about from being 18, I could vote, but the election was already over. The big one, anyway. So yeah. Do you feel like there's a lot of pressure put on you when you reach certain milestones, or maybe when you reach every birthday? There are people in my life who every birthday, they get so neurotic and so genuinely upset because, I haven't done this. But the thing is, some of them, this that they're talking about was a realistic goal they had set and they just haven't accomplished it. And that, I can relate, that is frustrating. And it is very healthy to have these goals, and it's just as healthy to sit back and go, oh fuck, I didn't do that yet. Get my ass in gear. But I have friends who get so worked up because they're 1 year older and they didn't climb Mount Everest with their teeth. Are you into mountain climbing? No. Do you have strong teeth? No. Then why do you care? Why does it matter that you didn't do that? So yeah, what about you guys? Does anybody out there really actually care about how old they get? Because I'm kind of in the school that age is right up here. There's the cellular level that you don't really have that much control over. There's only X amount of external stimuli and internal stimuli that you can introduce to your body that's going to have an effect on your longevity. Do you smoke? Do you do drugs? Do you drive fast? Things like that. Do you wear a seatbelt? Do you have sex with strangers? Unprotected? These things are your choices. But even if you make every right decision in the world, you're still not gonna live forever. Maybe that sucks. To me, it doesn't. To me, it's a great relief. But, so with that, does it really matter that you're 1 year older? Does it really matter to you? And for some people it does, for some people it doesn't. I don't know. And admittedly, this attitude may change significantly when I hit some of those bigger milestones. When the numeric value goes up, I may change my tune. But, I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, what y'all think? Share with me. Tell me in the comments, or in personal messages, or in video responses. Holy balls. How exciting would that be? Or don't tell me at all. Do what you want. Be your own woman. Or man. Or in between. Okay, before I leave, here's a really random that has nothing to do with age at all. But I was watching a study on the science of gender and sex, and this information has been out for a while, but it was news to me at the time. An easy way to determine how much testosterone and estrogen were introduced to a fetus while they were in the womb is with ring fingers. If your ring finger is taller than your index finger, then you had more testosterone introduced to you when you were developing. It doesn't make, if you're a woman and your ring finger's longer, it doesn't mean you're more of a man. It just means probably that you're going to be more athletic, you might be taller, you might be stronger physically, etc. I have one hand where, I don't know if you can see, I'm not forcing it either. The ring finger is bigger. The other hand is the opposite. Which explains, I have always been a fairly androgynous person. That explains it. It's all in the fingers! Like I said, this had nothing to do with what I was talking about, but I thought it was interesting, so I thought I'd share. And that's all I got, so. Bye for now, y'all! Ugh, I promise I won't do that again. At least not for a while. Also, quick side note, look at what I got! It's Renji! I love you, Renji. Oh, even the package feels good. Don't worry, it's not gonna get creepy, but, I'm sorry, I just wanted to share that. I also got the Twilight Zone, part of it, but that's far away, and I can't rub that against my face. I mean, I can, but it's gonna look about as awkward, actually. Anyway, bye.